Hey everyone, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do this super fun, in my opinion, New Year's look. And we'll be running through what are my New Year's resolutions and everything. But go ahead, let's get started with the video. Also, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So we are starting off with the ABH primer all over the lid. I just use a big fluffy brush to apply that. So next, we are going to go ahead and go in with Urban Decay Wired palette, and we're going to play around with the Chaos shade. So we're just going to start working that in to the crease. Let's go ahead and pull up some New Year's resolutions that I have. First one that I wanted to talk about of my resolutions is, of course, has to do with this YouTube channel, or basically what my goal is right now, or what I've been doing, is uploading once a week. My upload day right now is Wednesdays, which is also the day that I film, and then I edit throughout the week because I work a full-time job, and it just works for me. I notice with goals or with things, I really just prefer it if I'm not overdoing it for myself. I feel like if I overload myself with too much stuff, I get burned out like really fast, and I hate that happens to me. But it does, and I feel like it happens kind of what happened when I quit the last time back in March. I mean, of course, the pandemic also affected it, but I think I was just getting overwhelmed, was feeling burnt out, and I just wanted to stop. I'm just going to go ahead and buff it out with a larger fluffy brush, just facing a bit of that burnout, which is never fun. Nobody wants to deal with burnout. So anyway, I want to consistently be uploading. I want to be able to have, maybe a month or so under my belt and know that I'm like, okay, we are doing this really easily now before I bite off another chunk. Like right now, I feel like I'm kind of pushing through it. If anybody has ever created content before, at least for like myself, I find it's like I get really excited in the beginning and I'm loving to do it, and I still really love it. Like, I wanted to do this for years. Like, if I haven't said that before, I have wanted to do this since, like, I was in high school. Probably when YouTube was getting really big, I wanted to do that. So it's something exciting that I'm loving. Real quick, we're going to go and dip into the fluorescent, like, lighter blue teal shade with that same fluffy brush. But anyways, yeah, I've been wanting to do this since, like, high school, and I just never had the courage to do it. So finally this year, now at 31 years old, I have decided to fully do it consistently. Obviously, I started last year / beginning of this year, but now I'm working to consistently upload. But yeah, so basically the goal would be once a week until I feel really good, and then I can create more. This is actually looking quite nice. It's not super pigmented, these shades, but I'm not hating them. They're working actually pretty nice. I do wish the blue was a bit better, because I'll show you. I'll do a little finger swatch. That is so pretty. This product reminds me a lot of like other shadows I've worked with before that are like, I would say, pressed pigment, and what I mean by that is they work best if you're like pushing them on to the crease or whatever. When you're blending it out, the color is just going to disappear really fast. Next, we're going to go ahead and jump in with another palette. I'm going to use, from my Dominique Cosmetics Berries and Cream palette, we're going to go ahead and dip into the Blueberry Muffin shade, that nice dark navy blue. Slightly smaller blending brush now to work that in. So I'm very excited. And then also, so the goal working with YouTube is to make small goals for myself of building subscribers. So right now I'm currently at 38. My goal is hopefully by the end of the year to have 40. So I only am 2 away. But I'm also kind of just like, you know what? Like, it's going to happen when it happens. And I'm really trying to focus on that mentality. And then also just mainly doing this. I'm doing this because I really like it. And I want to meet other people who also enjoy makeup. because I don't really have anyone in my life that enjoys makeup as much as I do. So I'm looking for, awesome, cool people who want to hang out and talk about makeup. What is my next New Year's resolution? So I really want to work on my money a little bit. So I have a decent amount of credit card debt, because not this, well, beginning of this year, partially this year, and then last year for Christmas, which I'm sure you saw with my what I got for Christmas and just everything. I really just overdid it. I went way too crazy. Spent, thousands of dollars, which is just ridiculous. So now I have a lot of makeup. And, being like, what am I going to do with this? Which is also why I'm making this series that I am on my channel, because, it's just something that, with consumers and all of that, it's very difficult for me. Even as want to be a, content creator, I feel pressure to constantly have to buy, and for a while I was buying new makeup constantly. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the crease real quick. Buying makeup constantly, and not always using it for a video, but still, even regardless, I personally, I still want to be able to show you guys, or anybody who might remotely be, curious about me, or about me. What am I talking about? Curious about makeup. Anybody who's curious about makeup, that it really is about the love of makeup. You know what I mean? It needs to stop being this. I feel like it's constantly just buying new stuff, new stuff all the time that we don't honestly need. I'm not saying that we can't have new things. I'm sure I'll buy new things. But I think even for myself, and it's so true, challenging myself, and again, I have a wide amount of makeup. I'm thinking of other ideas, to kind of use other parts of it. But I feel like it's challenging myself to use what I have. I've noticed that I'm like, okay, now it's the creative juices are flowing. I'm kind of like, I want to dip a color from here, and a color from here, and a color from here, and let's just mash it all together and create a look. And at least for myself, it's making me fall in love with the makeup. It's making me fall in love, because most of the time, most palettes, it's hard for me to look at a palette and be like, okay, I'm going to create this look from it. I find that real challenging. I like the creative freedom of, I'm going to take from here and from here and from here and just create a bunch of cool stuff. So, yeah, that's something I'm loving. Let's go ahead and move on with the makeup. So we're going to go ahead and dip back into Blueberry with a small fluffy brush and just start packing that on the outer crease of the eye. I'm trying, it's funny, I know pretty much everybody puts lose weight on their things for New Year's or whatever, and there's a part of me that, of course, I would like to be healthier. I'd like to make better health decisions. It's not, it sounds weird, it's not my big forefront goal right now, though. I feel like I have, I don't know, just other stuff that I want to focus on. So, sure, if I feel like being healthy, then I'll be healthy, but if I don't, then so be it. And yeah, it's what it is for right now. I'm just trying to be happy and have fun with life and dealing with the craziness of the world. Okay, we're gonna grab the Crankcase big old palette. I'm just gonna dip into this metallic-y shade blue. This is a little bit of a slightly harder shade, so I am just gonna spray it with a little bit of setting spray. I'm using this CoverGirl Outlast Active one. But I feel like the spray really helps the shadow. It's a very pretty metallic shadow. And then the star of the show, an eyeshadow that I am so excited about to use, is from CXC Beauty. It is their Into the Night palette. This palette has a remarkable, color, silver, right there. So freaking blingy. I don't know if you can see the reflection. It's a very bright, that's what's on my other eye. Super bright metallic that any of the other silvers that I have, the silver from this, the silver from the Jeffree Star Shane Dawson, like, does not compare. This is blingier. So I'm super excited to use that. What did I use to put it on? I don't remember. I'm trying to think. I think I might have used this slightly flat shader brush, the Morphe M152. I'm going to actually pick a product up first and then spray it. Just so it lays down easier. It's just a really nice silver. I think a New Year's resolution from previous years, though, or last year, that I've been happy that I've done is just doing, just doing enough. Again, my life is not where I want it to be. I don't know, whatever. I think a lot of us probably, struggle with that. Hopefully it's not just me. But if it is, then we'll party. I'm going to dip into that blue metallic shade again, just kind of going back and forth to blend these two together. But I think that you still should try to enjoy your life, though. And I think that there are things you can do. Just be gentle with yourself. Just giving yourself time. I think also, what do they call it? Not sweating the small stuff. I think there's a lot of things in our society, in my opinion, that we find important that I just don't find them that important anymore. Am I making a lot of money or whatever? I really don't care about that. My brain says, my goal would be, am I making enough money to survive? And then, if I want to occasionally treat myself a little bit. Like, that's it with my goals for money. My goal is to not be a millionaire or, whatever. If it happens, I mean, please, that'd be awesome. But still, like, my goal is just to be content. My goal is to be, fairly happy. I'm going to dip back in more with the blueberry muffin shade with a pencil brush from Morphe. But I basically just want to feel happy. I want to do things that make me happy, and also things that aren't costing me extra money. That's a big one. My last thing I saw on my list, which obviously this series is all about, and I probably already talked about it, is just using up my makeup. And also just, I think a big goal is to just challenge myself to not feel the need to constantly buy new makeup. But yes, that is kind of my main resolutions, sorry. What are your resolutions? I'm sure we all have, like, resolutions or goals. And, I mean, I'll be honest, I never want it to be something that I feel like I feel like if I don't know if anybody else has this, but you create goals for yourself, and then it's like this idea of having the goal or whatever. If you, let's just say for a second, you're tired, and so like for myself, for example, let's say I miss an upload or something for a day, I'm gonna feel like crap. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, how dare I miss an upload? I suck, I'm a terrible person, blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't know, I hate that feeling that you feel, or that I feel, like, crappy if I, miss a day or whatever. But that's just it again. I think I have to remind myself, this is something so society created. I need to not feel bad if I, can't keep up with everything. And that's the truth, I can't. That's one thing at least I'm happy I've learned as I've gotten older. Just as a person, I struggle to do all the things, but I also recognize that there's a part of me that kind of just doesn't want to do all the things. I think that if I really want to do all the things, then I'm sure I would. Like, I challenge, I guess, this notion of you know, do I need to do all the things to be happy? No. Do you know what I mean? Like, and again, for anybody who feels like they need to or want to, cool, do those things. I'm sure you have more of the motivation. But I challenge you to think, is it your family's influence? Is it your other people in your life's influence? Or is it something that you personally yourself want to do? And I think that that can really, you know, tell you a lot. Next, we're going to go ahead and do eyeliner. I'm just using right now, I'm playing around with the Physicians Formula eyeliner. It is a new one that I bought. It is a felt tip. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a video on felt tip liners or not. I hate most of them. Most of them, the ones that I've tried, they just dry out so fast, which is really infuriating. I'm hoping that this one will last longer. So now that we have our wing on, drew that on, so pretty. I'm just going to give it a second to dry. I'm going to go ahead and get black eyeliner and put it on my waterline. I have a brush, Blueberry Muffin again. We're going to go ahead and go under the lash line. Let's go ahead and take Sugar Pills Velocity on a pencil brush and just kind of stamp this underneath. We're going to go ahead and blend out those edges. I am completely forgetting where I saw this. Not where, but who it was. It was on Juvia's Place. The girl who has like the new eyeshadow palette, whatever. She used lash glue. She didn't necessarily, I don't think, say it, but she used, I'm pretty sure, do a lash glue to put on her pressed glitter. I also saw, I think, Michaela from TikTok do the same thing. So we are going to go ahead and use the same stuff. So we got Duo. I got a glitter. I'm using the NYX glitter in the shade Blue. So we're just going to actually go in with the little smudge brush that I love. And that'll be what we'll be using to put the glitter on. I'm going to spray it with that same CoverGirl setting spray just to make it easier to pick up the glitter. I'm going to go ahead and apply this lashes. These are from Regi Cosmetics. But I'm going to go ahead and apply those real quick, and I will be right back. Hey everyone, so we've come to the end of the video. I really do hope that you enjoyed this little chit-chat, get ready kind of situation, and also that it maybe gave you a little more creative idea. I feel like I've been doing a lot of blue eyeshadow. I should probably lay off it soon. But, hopefully you did enjoy this video and everything. Feel free to give me a like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And I will be seeing you guys in my next video coming up super soon. Okay, see you guys later. Bye.